All right, wonderful people, welcome back to this wonderful channel where we bring you back-to-back update and information as it is hot. In case it's your first time of joining us, kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, you will be the first. We'll collect them. Let's go down to the news proper. Shelley, I still need to remind you that the Biafra referendum all e-voting is currently still on, and people are voting from all over the world, from the Biafra land, from the diaspora, anywhere you are in the world. As long as you have a smartphone, a computer, you can access the link. Just go direct to the Twitter or X handle of the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, and the link is right there. So, according to them, anywhere you are in the world, you are capable of voting. That is how the vote is going. And from what we have observed from the vote so far, the state of Nnamdi Kanu, of course, you know that from what the Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, Mazi Simon Ekpa, has shared, according to the 40 states, Nnamdi Kanu state, in the language of Biafra, not like Abia State or Umuahia, but his state, in Biafra state, is kicking the highest. They have the highest voters on this particular referendum voting that is currently going on. I want to bring to your notice, a lot of people has condemned the presidential candidate of Labour Party, Mr. Peter Obi, for going to Ivory Coast to watch the Nigeria match between Nigeria and Angola on the quarterfinals, and many people have condemned that particular move, saying that he should have been doing another thing. Why would he be there? And other people are saying that Peter Obi did well, that he did something that ought to be done for having gone there to stood with the people.
Is it at home, or is it about the fact that a man is being detained illegally at the DSS dungeon? All these idiots, all these criminals, they will leave their comfort zone, travel to Abuja, and then come back from Abuja to their comfort zone as free men, only for them to come to TV to talk about somebody who is struggling for his own freedom, how he is concerned about sit at home. And some people are listening and believing to that. Of course, nobody listening to that. The reason why we have not been making addressing this thing on the broadcast is because we are now in action time. This is the time for action. This is not the time to come and start making broadcast. I got to go broadcast. Here I about action time. The liberation of Biafra. Woto woto. Nigeria army will be collecting it woto woto. Those who come to kill in the name of Ebubago will be collecting it woto woto. That's where we are. We are no longer the time of the era of broadcast. However, the new dimension is really coming now. What you have seen before is not even compared to what is going to be happening going forward. Going forward, you are going to see the new dimension of the Biafra liberation. I want you to know that you can't go to Abuja to meet somebody who is struggling for his freedom and the person is more concerned about sit at home. It doesn't make sense. We have made it very clear. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the leader of indigenous people of Biafra. Simon Ekpa is the prime minister of Biafra Republic Government in Exile. Know this and know peace. Once you know this, you will know peace. But if you refuse to know this, you will never know peace. I remain the prime minister of the Biafra Republic Government in Exile. And as a matter of fact, I remain in charge. And if you don't want me to be in charge, bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu out. Stop all this nonsense of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu control Biafra from prison. It doesn't work. It can never work and will never work. We are well-educated people, very sensible people, very smart generation that you cannot deceive. You don't expect Biafra people freedom. Bring Nnamdi Kanu out and stop antagonizing what Simon Ekpa is doing in his own way to bring Biafra. Nnamdi Kanu was not your friend in 2021, before 2021. Some of you going to seek advice from him was the one who masterminded his kidnapping from Kenya. And the same man today you are running to for help. If you know that Nnamdi Kanu is now somebody to be listening to, bring him out to stop me. But so long as he continued to be illegally detained at the DSS dungeon, you must come to term. People, you don't know what you have done to yourself. Freedom fighting is a fight to finish. I have come to end and stop and finish the fight that Ojukwu started over 50 years ago. So all of you that you see Simon Ekpa as an obstacle to whatever nonsense you are doing with Nigeria, believe me, I am just knocking at the door. I have not started. I told you people that the time is coming when you are going to know who Simon Ekpa is. The time is fast approaching. So if you are not happy with the fact that Simon Ekpa is in charge and the new sheriff in town, bring Nnamdi Kanu out to stop me. And if you cannot do that, you will rant and you will keep quiet. You will write to everywhere you want in this life. You will keep quiet. I warned you people from the beginning. This Nnamdi Kanu you kidnap will be the worst mistake Nigeria has ever made. And I warned in the beginning that we are going to make sure that the kidnapping of Nnamdi are crashing the foundation of Nigeria. And God have used you to kidnap Nnamdi Kanu so that you are going to pave way for the quicker action for Biafra liberation. And it is happening. And so Biafra people, those who are still contemplating on what Simon Ekpa is doing, please do not listen to criminals who collected money to sell Nnamdi Kanu. And those telling you Simon Ekpa should stop using Nnamdi Kanu's name. I want to tell you one thing today. I've been addressing this on Twitter. During the time I was having meeting with Nnamdi Kanu, none of these people were part of the meeting. None of them. Nnamdi Kanu never brought anybody to me. Nnamdi Kanu never introduced anybody in Biafra struggle to me. If anybody has ever participated in the meeting between me and Nnamdi Kanu, the person should come forward. And I take his word. I am working and executing the contract and agreement, verbal agreement I have with Nnamdi Kanu, only between me and him. Nobody else was part of it. And I'm going to fulfill this particular agreement to the best interest of myself, the best interest of Biafra, the best interest of our future, and the best interest of our nation. It is not attached to Nnamdi Kanu. It is attached to the gods of our land and to those who have sacrificed everything in struggle for Biafra. So this particular agreement, nobody born of woman will come and be in between it. So I want to make it very clear today that the time I was having meeting with Nnamdi Kanu, none of them were part of it. I do not know anybody. He never introduced anybody to me. I have come to finish where he stopped. The code is in my palm, not in the criminals that we have expelled, not in the governors, not in the senators that will soon begin to receive Edwakanono of Internal One. We have started it. If you think you can do what you do to other people, this is the end of the road. So Biafra people, tomorrow we are going to have the normal broadcast, and I wish that you are going to enjoy yourself. For the time being, I just come here to give every Biafran a shout out, to thank you for your resoluteness and what you have done during the 2 weeks sit at home. It was a success. For the very first time in the history of the evil entity called Nigeria, we shake the foundation, we shake the very evil foundation to the maximum, and we continue.
Is, however, enjoying the general public to disregard the peace in its entirety. This one is coming from the man where we say they call Bishop Kuka. And I they carry this one, they open up, say the matter where we say they talk about and where we say it relates the indigenous people of Biafra. In saying hand no deal. I say, Oga, why they run? You know, say whenever it come to thing where we say a concern freedom and liberation, you go to see some people, even big people where we say, and then they supposed to they talk the thing where we say everybody they hear. For the olden days, those times, now the king, now then they talk to the government. But these days, now the priests, now then they talk to the leaders. They tell them, say, Oga, this one way they do, say, you know, too good though. And the man feel respect. He say, be like saying, God, now they talk through the priest. He go respect them. But as it be now, you don't show it. Because priest want money, say they want build 5,000 seaters church. And so they be. And you know go fit talk to the members again. As it be, Supreme Court releases judgment CTC. Of course, you know that the Supreme Court, after delivering their judgment on Nnamdi Kanu on the 15th of December 2023, they withheld the certificate of true copy of that particular judgment, where we say na go enable Nnamdi Kanu Council to proceed the court for the High Court, Federal High Court, where we say the Supreme Court refer back the case. He said they will continue to the answer for the case where we say concerning treasonable felony and terrorism. As it be, the Supreme Court has released the certified true copy of the judgment on the suit between the federal government and the leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu. But as they put and proscribe, remember say the court for Enugu don't strike out this proscription, say within the IPOB people they do, say it dey within the constitution. As the matter they continue, the Apex Court had on December 15, 2024, set aside a judgment by the lower court that dismissed terrorism charges against Kanu. The appeal court had exonerated Kanu following an infringement of his fundamental human rights by the federal government. The Supreme Court, although berated the action of the government, ruled that Kanu must continue his trial. The lead counsel for the IPOB, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, in an interview with our correspondent, had lamented that at 7 days after judgment was delivered on the matter, the legal team had yet to receive the certified true copy of the judgment. Similarly, Kanu's family on Sunday decried the delay by the Apex Court in releasing the CTC of the judgment to his lawyers. However, in a post on X, formerly known as Twitter, on Monday night, a member of the IPOB Lagos team, Galore Ejimako, disclosed that the CTC of the judgment had been released to them. He noted that the Apex Court also promised to transmit the case file to the Federal High Court. Today, the Supreme Court released the CTC of its judgment in the Federal Republic of Nigeria versus Nnamdi Kanu. The court also promised to transmit the case file to the Federal High Court by tomorrow. Sooner than later, we shall lock horns at the Federal High Court to free MNK, he said. In 2015, under the administration of former President Muhammadu Buhari, Kanu was first arrested. He was subsequently. Another one, as they go, you don't see as they go. Now the matter where we say it concern Nnamdi Kanu as Bishop, where they call Oga Nnamdi Kuka. Don't carry hand come up for that matter. He say in hand no deal. Say no go carry hand put for the thing where you no concern them. No be everybody we fit carry business where we say they for activism. Remember Sowore Omoloye where we say he come back for Nigeria at that time, come become a member for one party like that, come say he want become president. As in the hala, he don't see everything where we say they happen for London. he think say he go fit come back for Nigeria, implement am. You know, say for this Nigeria, he get song wey dey sing. They say Anenwo Bodenwo as more sorry come back. Na in the government carry him passport, put am for court. Igbai. The man no dey travel again. But sorry kwa na strong man. He say he no go give up. Oh. As like that, sorry still dey say until freedom come. Na so he go dey him own. Even as the thing wey be say the government do, I'm saying no go first come out for this country. He still dey there. If you want to check the information of Sowore, they say the man Sowore Yele Omo Yele Sowore. They say they born him for 16 February 1971 in a Nigerian human rights activist, citizen reporter, writer, lecturer, and pro-democracy campaigner, known for founding the online news agency Sahara Reporters. Another man in for be that. They say for August 2018, he founded the African Action Congress Party and ran as its presidential candidate in 2019 Nigeria general election. Sowore also ran for president in 2023 Nigeria general election. And at that time, they asked him, he say, no matter whether they win or not. But the man they talk. They say for August 3rd, 2019, Omori Sowore was arrested by the Nigerian State Security Service, SSS, for alleged treason after calling for a protest tagged revolution. Now, he was arrested again and assaulted during a protest in Abuja on January 1st, 2021. Sowore was also injured by a police officer during a protest in Abuja on the 31st of May, 2021. So I'm just bringing you the full details of Sowore for you to see what political activists suffer in African countries just like us. It has not been easy for man wey be say he wan fight for freedom. One man go London come back, he say London street fine o. Say lawyer dem wey be say they dey for London. Say the parliament, say for parliamentary members. Say wetin they do be say if wetin they agree, they enter for wetin they talk, say somebody go resign. Now he come for Nigeria because na for there dem born am. He come see wetin they call copy government. Wey be say na governor na him go finish, na somebody go from local government chairman finish, come become essay to governor. From there, him fit marry governor daughter. They do am for Imo State for Uche Nwosu. Immediately the boy marry governor daughter, they can carry and put for AA Action Alliance. Piam! They carry money give am. The man almost win but that one where they call wetin be name sef. Been a hope who's on danger. But na make hear that na him first win. Hope who's on danger he come. Man wey be say he dey fourth. He come for first. Now he become the governor of Imo State. Na so politics there for Africa. Me myself, I know they carry mouth put too much. But for everybody where we say they there for outside, they fight for freedom. They say freedom must reach for the people. I want to tell you, say one day the freedom will come, because now so it happened to the children of Israel. They say na 400 and something years, I be 30, I be 50 years. Now they stay for there. But one day, God say Pharaoh, that thing where they do, you don't pass through. Pharaoh himself not strong man, whether they agree, but God, they agree. Meanwhile, this is where I'll be winding the curtain for this particular edition. And if this is your first time of joining us on this wonderful channel, kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news is dropping, you will be the first. We'll collect them. Don't touch the dial. Still remember to hit me up on the super chat live. Come for the super chat. And at the end, me and you go to get time to the talk friend on friend, one-on-one. God bless you for listening.